saying is darker day unto the earth.
Right.
Kadadu la'arich.
Dark skin.
That's dark skin.
Are
they unto the earth. Kadadu la'arich. For you so-called Jews is running around. You know what it means. You know the Hebrew and all that. And you know that you're not the people of the Lord. You're the devil that Bible speaks of, and you're all the same. You always want to run around and be something that you're not. Now go from there. No, I don't want you to go there. I want you to go to the book of Colossians, the 3rd chapter, and the 25th verse, because we're going to show some other facts. You white people are running around trying to proclaim yourself as being Jews, proclaim yourself as being Christians, just proclaiming yourself as being everything good. But the only good thing is that we found out you're the devil, and you're going into captivity. That's what you are. Read.
Colossians 3, verse 25. But he that doeth wrong...
You so-called white people, you've done wrong. You went around the world stealing everything, lying about history, claiming that Columbus discovered America, claiming that you all the great kings and queens of England and France and Spain and Germany and Russia and Armenia and Poland and all those places, when you're nobody and nothing. You wasn't nothing but a slave to the black man for 1,000 years. You were being brought before the Supreme Court justices and the magistrates of England and France during the time that the so-called Byzantine Empire was controlling this world, during the so-called Dark Ages, during the time that the Qadar, the dark-skinned man, ruled the world. You went and whitewashed history, defaced it, and lied about it, and rewrote the records and said you were those people, when you wasn't nothing but a serf. You know what a serf is? That's a slave. The first 13 colonies that came to the United States were black. That's how Jamestown, Virginia got named after a black man, King James. The state of Virginia was named after a black woman, Queen Elizabeth I, whose name was Virginia. Those colonies were black, and they brought you devils over here that worked for them. But then we had a thing, we had many unspeakable internal warfares that diminished our power and brought us down. Like when France and England and Spain were fighting for 100 years, and they call it the 100-Year War. That diminished our power. That enabled the devil to come in and seep in and get little ground and frontiers where we were falling apart. But it was all prophesied that these things would happen. So we understand it. See? Read.
But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done.
So-called white people must pay for the crimes that you have committed on this earth. Don't run that crap to me about it wasn't me, it was my foreparents. You are your foreparents. Everything is reincarnated on this earth. You live now, you die today, you're back later. You can't escape. That's why the Lord tells you in the Bible, you cannot escape him even in death. Because you're reincarnated and you're set back on this earth in another body, in another time and place to suffer for the things that you've done. Our people suffered for disobeying the laws of the Supreme Being. So what do you think will happen to you so-called white people? Read.
Galatians 6, verse 7. Be not deceived, the Lord is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
So-called white people must reap the murder and the crime and the hate and the lies that you have spread throughout this earth. Now I'm going to pull out another book. The name of this book is called Early Medieval Book Illumination. Now here's a smoke screen. You know what a smoke screen is? That's something to cover up something. In reality, this was a black picture, but it's been defaced by the devil. In reality, this picture was a black picture. It's been totally defaced by the monks and the priests among the devil of the white man. Their job is to sit down and deface stuff all day. Over there in Russia and Germany and feed cats and pigeons and just sit down sewing up stuff, making it a different color. But in reality, this was a black image. Now, on the front of the book, they got what appears to be white men. As angels, as prophets, and all of that. But let's go into this book and see, is that what this book is really talking about? Give me a Revelations, the 11th chapter.
What's the name of that book?
The name of this book is called Early Medieval Book Illumination. Early Medieval Book Illumination.
Okay, let me get to that. Okay.
Now I want to show you something in this book. I want you to go to the third verse. Revelations 11:3.
And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses.
Now, the 2 witnesses represent Judah and Israel, and it also represents Peter and John, the beloved disciple of Christ. The Most High said He's going to give them power. He's going to give the 12 disciples power to rule over their enemies and to plague this earth as often as they will, so that they can fulfill that part of the prophecy. Now, these brothers that drew these images and these mural wall paintings, they were drawing them during the so-called Byzantine times, during the time of the Dark Ages, medieval times, and the brothers drew a picture of the 2 witnesses. Hold it. The 2 witnesses. This is on page 89. These are the 2 witnesses, and when you read the bottom caption, it tells you that. And see that? These are 2 black guys, and we're reading in the Revelations, the 11th chapter and the 3rd verse. What it says? The 2 witnesses. Witness this. The 2 witnesses, dated 975 AD. You see that? From Corona Cathedral. Girona Cathedral. What are they? Black. Read up. Now, I'm going to hold the picture right there. Hold the camera there and read that statement.
Revelations 11 verse 3. And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses.
Witness that. Get back on that word 2 witnesses again. Right there. What you devils got to say about that? See, they tried to make the feet white. See how they made the feet white? See how the devil works?
Let me look at the hands.
It don't make sense.
Look at the hands on his cane.
See that? The hands are black. How the feet gonna be white? Again, this is what's the penalty for defacing art?
Yeah.
In Israel?
Hold it still. Let me get that.
The penalty for this
White
is death.
feet.
White feet and black hands.
Black hands, black face. Black face. They try to wipe him down.
Trying to wipe him down.
His hands are black.
Right.
His feet is white.
Ain't that don't make no sense? It just doesn't make any sense. The 2 witnesses. Read the scripture
Devil
again.
is too much of a devil.
The 2 witnesses. Read.
And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses.
You see that? The 2 witnesses. What are they? Black. Where you head? White people headed for? Hell. Read. What these 2 witnesses gonna do? Read.
And they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth.
Come on.
These are the olive trees and the 2 candlesticks standing before the power of the earth.
And they're standing up now. The prophets are standing up, prophesying before the earth. Read.
And if any man will hurt them,
If any man tries to hurt them, and you done already hurt them by trying to make the feet white. Look at that. It's ridiculous. And the hands gonna be black and the feet gonna be white. Now, if you ask some old white man about this, he'll tell you, well, it's a very old photograph, and what happened here is, you know, these things get old and they decay. The only thing that's decayed is your brain.
Wait a minute. Hold the picture right there. Hold it right there. Don't move it closer. Just hold it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Just hold it right there.